Now we are going to learn identify the algebraic expressions. So let us start with simple statements, and we are going to write the algebraic expression for the same. So here the first question is the product of 3 and 4. So when it is a product, so just it is 3 times 4. We know that it's a product, so it is 12. So the answer is 12, then it is correct. Other than 12, whatever is there, then it is wrong. So similarly, the product of P and Q is just it is multiplied 3 times Q. So which generally is written as 3Q. Similarly, the product of P and Q is P times Q. So that is PQ, we write it as either PQ or QP. Similarly, the product of P and 4 here, P and 4 is P times 4 or 4 times P. Either way we can write, but generally in the answer we write as 4P. Constant we write first and then the variable. So here the P is variable. We don't know how much the P is. In the first case we know that it is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Whereas the second, third and fourth cases, the variables are there. The variables are introduced. That is, we don't know the value of Q. If P and Q are multiplied, we can put any value for Q. Let us say it is 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. So in the same way, the algebraic expressions based on the variables will be there. So if we want to subtract C from B, so from B means we have to take first B and then we have to subtract C. It is not C minus B. This is a wrong. So if it is given this, you have to write this as false. Otherwise, you have to write it as if this is given, then it is true. So similarly, if some other number is given, like 3 times 4 is 7, let us say 3 plus 4 is 7. So 7 is false, whereas 12 is true. So in that way we are going to write the answers for this, right? So here we observe that the number C less than 6. So if we get confused, it is C minus 6 or 6 minus C. Generally the way that I look at it is, I take the example, let us say in place of C, if I am replacing with 2 or 10. So 2 less than 6 is 6 minus 2. So if you put the numbers, it will become little easy so that you can write. So C less than 6 means 6 minus C. It is not C minus 6. So again, the number of cents in $3. So if we don't know the conversion from dollars to cents, it is difficult to do this type of sums. So we know that if dollar has 100 cents, then it is like $3 means 300 cents. So this is answer will be 300. 3 times 100. So it is 300 cents are there. So if we don't know that, the answer is not there. Similarly, the number of cents in M dollars. So if M is the variable, so we will get M times 100 is, we write as M 100. So 100M. We write this as 100M. So when we write the constant first and then the variable. So this is 100M. And the number of dollars in N cents is M times N. Sorry. Number of dollars in N cents. So N cents means 1 cent, $1 is having 100 cents. So N cents will have N by $100. So if it is not N by $100, because $100, 100 cents is $1. So N cents will be N by $100. So we have to observe, we have to know that the convergence of these things, then only we can simplify and write it as algebraic expressions. Now let us go further and see that how the algebraic expressions are converted to algebraic sentences are converted to algebraic expressions. Here now the age of Jane is 14 years, and then P years ago means before p years his age is, suppose now my age is 14 years. 2 years ago my age is 12 years, so 14 minus p. So we have to observe that, and then we have to write as 14 minus p. So before p years ago, his age is 14 minus p. Similarly, Smith walks b kilometers, and later he walks again c kilometers. So totally he walked b plus c kilometers. So it is b plus c kilometers. So and then the train has 86 passengers, and p more get in the next station. So already there are 86, and then p more, so that is 86 plus p is the currently the number of passengers in the train, if no one has got down in that station. And a man is n years old, his wife is 2 years younger than him. So n years means younger means the less age. So the age of the wife is n minus 2. If it is n plus 2 or 2n or any other things, it is false. But if it is n minus 2, then it is true. That's how we write in the app. So Erin bought 3 oranges and k apples. So the number of fruits. So here it is very, very important. You can add only oranges and oranges, apples and apples. You cannot add oranges and apples. But when oranges and apples are converted to the same unit as fruits, so here Heron bought 3 fruits and then k fruits. So the total number of fruits will be 3 plus k. So here 3 plus k is not oranges, 3 plus k is not apples, 3 plus k is only fruits. So it is very important to understand you cannot add 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. If 3 oranges and 2 apples are there, 3 oranges and 2 apples, 3 oranges plus 2 apples, that's it. You cannot add 3 plus 2 is 5 apples or 5 oranges. But if it is converted to fruits, like how many fruits you bought, so 5 units of fruits, the unit becomes same, then only we can add. Here I want to give one more example, like if I want to add 1 rupee and then $1, right? So if I want to add this, or $2, whatever, so if I want to add $2 and 1 rupee, so I cannot add this because the unit is different. $1 is different, 1 rupee is different. So I cannot add them. If I want to add them, I have to convert one into the other, equate it, and then I have to add. Like $1 is 70 rupees, let us say. $1 is 70 rupees. Then we have 70 rupees 70. Then we have $2 means 70 rupees. This can be written as rupees 1, and then rupees 70, because 140, because 70 into 2 dollars are there, so 2 into 70 is 140. Now if I am converting this into rupees, so here I have 1 rupee and here I have 140 rupees. So then only I can convert and add it. If they are there in the symbols like form, you cannot add. So similarly, rupees as X and dollars as Y. So you cannot add X and Y. You can add only X and X, like 2X plus X is 3X, like that. So it is very important note here. So many a times it is very confusing, and where to add, where not to add, and how the add exists, because the same units are adding. So 2 is nothing but 2 fruits or 2 oranges or $2 or something like that. So the unit same, then only you can add. Otherwise you cannot add 2x plus y. If the unit is same, like 2x plus 3x, then you can add it and write as 5x. So knowing this is very, very important here. Now, coming to the next one, we observe that there are the cost of concert we are going, and then the cost for adults it is $50, and for children it is $20. So the cost, the age group of P adults, means P adults, the total cost is 50p. So that is the total cost for the adults, and then cost for the children is 20p. So 20q, sorry, the the number of children are q, so here it is 20q. So the total cost will be in the dollars 50p plus 20q, 50p plus 20q. You cannot add P and Q here because they are different, so they're different denominations. So one is 50, one is 20. P and Q are different, so you cannot add them here. So you have to leave it as 50P plus 20Q, right? And then a person traveled X kilometers in 2 hours. So if you know the speed, the formula for the speed is nothing but distance by time. Speed is equal to distance by time. If you know this, then only you can able to solve the sum. So if we want to know the distance is traveled is x kilometers, so it is x kilometers by time is 2 hours. So when we write in one means a number and the unit separate, we write this as x by 2 kilometers per hour. So kilometers per hour. So kmph we call it as. Many of the vehicles we see that miles per hour, kilometers per hour. So that's how we are going to calculate the speed of the vehicle. So if we know this basics, then only we can convert the sentences to expressions. And it is very important that the unit should be same, and then you can convert and write. They're very easy at the same time. If you don't know the meaning behind it, it is very difficult for you to identify and correctly mention and correctly writing the answers. Thank you.